Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Talk and Do Physics. In today's lesson, we are going to reconsider GCSE questions and WAEC questions. And the question goes thus: a body A of a mass moving with a velocity of 10 meters per second collide with another body B, good. Then a B of mass 4 kg moving in opposite direction with a velocity of 10 meters per second. Calculate the common velocity in the direction of a body A after the collision. When you see these questions popping up in your examination questions, WAEC, national examination, I am going to break down these questions to your understanding so that as you find yourselves in the exam hall, you don't have anything to share, to struggle. You just break it down the way I am doing it. So pay attention, use your pen and your paper, break it down same with me. Let's dive into it. First, when you see these questions, what do I say you should do in my channel? Use an acronym called IC. Use acronym IC. This will help you. This is a strategy, an approach that will help you to overcome this challenge. So let's dive into it. Step 1. I said identify the perimeters. Identify the perimeters of known and unknown. Perimeters of unknown, known and unknown values. Let's dive into it. We have the mass. Mass is measured in kg. A body of mass moving with the velocity of this will collide with another body B. A body of mass moving, a body of mass, this will be the mass, 6 kg. The body of mass 6 kg. What does it mean by it? We have mass 6 kg moving with a velocity. Moving with a velocity V equals to 10 meter per second. Collide with another body, very good, of mass. Another body of mass is what? 4 kg. What is the velocity of that mass in opposite direction? It is V equals to 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second. Then we now said, what do I ask to calculate? Calculate the common velocity. As you can see, in step 1, we have been able to identify the known parameters and unknown parameters. The mass 6 kg, velocity 10 meters per second, then mass 4 kg and velocity 2 meters. Calculate the common velocity. Step 2, which we are going to see is S is what? Sets up the solution. In this case, you are going to apply the formula. But before then, before we set up the solution, let us just make illustration of these questions. They say the body of mass. This is a mass M1. M1 is what? M1 is a body of mass M1 is 6 kg. Then it has a velocity equals to 10 meter per second. That is the velocity. Then with another, collide with another velocity M2 that has the velocity of 2 meter per second. Now, they now said, what is the common velocity? This will M1 plus M2, that is a common velocity. So this is a car. This is a car, don't mind my riding, that has a mass M1. And the car moves with the velocity of U1 equals to 10 meter per second. And when the car moves with, it hits another mass M2 of the car that has what? that has a velocity of 2 meters per second. Now this is equals to when these two cars hit together. What happened here? This is the two car, two of them here. This is the two cars, they hit together and then they have a common velocity. So the mass is here plus the mass m2. So when at this point the car moved with 10 meters per second and hit another car of a mass with 2 meters per second in opposite direction. So when they hit together, what happened? The impact they have created, the car will then stick together. When they stick together after the collision, it will have a common velocity. And that common velocity is what we call inelastic. At this point, the energy is not lost. The energy stick together. And that is why this is inelastic. Because it is inelastic that says that the energy is conserved. When the energy is conserved, it does not lose the heat. It has to impact together. And it doesn't change to potential energy because the energy is what conserved here. When energy conserved in the car, it sticks together. It doesn't lose energy at all. So this is what we call inelastic collision. So at this moment, we have this diagram. So let us dive into the step 2 since we are able to stir up the solution. So using the formula M1 U1 plus N2U2 equals to M1 plus M2, then the common velocity they have to stick together. So we are going to substitute all the value that we have seen here into this formula. That is step 3. M1 is 6 times U1 is 10. That is the velocity plus M2 is what? Let's check. What is M2 we have? M2 is 4, which is the mass, 4 kg. Then the U2 is what? Times minus 2 because it is in opposite direction. Now we now have M1 is 6 plus 4. Then open and close bracket. Now we now have 60, 6 times 10 is 60 plus 4, this is a bracket, 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. This is equals to 6 plus 4 is 10V. At this point we have step 4, we have 60 plus, when you open the bracket, this minus 8 will affect the positive sign here. So this will come plus times minus 8 is minus 60 minus 8 equals to 10V. So we now have 52, 60 minus 8 gives you 52 equals to 10V. So as we have that as 10V, we are coming back here in the final stage, which is step 5. Step 5 gives us 52 equals to 10V. So we have divide both sides by 10 to get the common velocity. This becomes 52 all over 10 equals to 10 over 10. 10 divided by 10 gives you 1. 52 divided by 10 gives you 5.2 V. This will becomes, it will not be V again because we are going to change this V into meter per second. That's the common velocity. Now it's a common velocity equals to 5.2 meter per second. That is the common velocity after the impact. So what we are trying to solve is an inelastic collision. Remember we said inelastic collision, energy is conserved. When the energy is conserved, after the impact, what happened? The cars stick together. That's why sometimes when you see an accident happening in some places and you see a car stick together after the damage, that means that is inelastic collision. But if the car after the damage separate, with direct velocity. That is what we call elastic collision. And we'll dive into the elastic collisions when in the next further lesson. So remember to share and subscribe and click at the bottom below, and this will help me to do more interesting video to your deeper understanding of the subject. Thank you.